Hello, everyone, and a welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at Baldwin Wallace University. I'm Matt Florjancic, and tonight it's non-conference women's basketball action on tap as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets will play host to the Trine University Thunder. It's a top 25 matchup. Baldwin Wallace comes in tied for 24th with Ohio Wesleyan. Trine comes in ranked 18th in the country. Baldwin Wallace is 2-1. Trine is 3-0. Baldwin Wallace comes in on the heels of a 63-48 win over Oberlin on November 12th, so they've been out of action for just over a week. Emily Irwin was the leading scorer in that game with 18 points, and off the bench it was Brooke Thompson corralling 7 rebounds for a team high. BW, since starting the year with a 72-67 loss at Washington and Jefferson, has defeated St. Vincent and Oberlin. Trine comes in unblemished on the season. They started the year with an 11-point win at Wisconsin Lutheran and then absolutely demolished Lake Forest 115-38. Sierra Hines, the leading scorer in that game, as she put 16 on the board. And then on November 16th, so last Saturday, they defeated Allegheny 77-65 at home. On the season, Trine averaging 84 points per game. You look at the other side of the ledger, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets averaging 68. Defensively, BW allowing 56.3. Trine a little bit better, but still very close at 50.7 in the game. Shooting the ball, Trine 47% from the field, 39% from long range, and 62.7% from the free throw line. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 365 shooting percentage from the field. They're 34.9% from three-point range and 62.1% at the free throw line. Rebounds, the Yellow Jackets have a 40 carom advantage over their 3 opponents this year. Trine just a 16 rebound advantage over their 3 opponents. Assists, Trine has 56 on 89 makes from the field. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets uncharacteristically dipped a little bit in the first 3 games of the season with just 41 assists on 70 made baskets. That is a stat, along with free throw shooting, that Coach Sherry Hare, the tenured coach here at Baldwin Wallace, will look to see massive improvement on as the season goes on, specifically in this non-conference portion of the schedule before the Yellow Jackets get into the heart of Ohio Athletic Conference play. Once again, top 25 matchup on tap as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, the 24th ranked team in the country, put their 2-1 record on the line to face the Trine University Thunder, who are unbeaten in their 3 outings this year. The Thunder come in ranked 18th in the country. Previously, in the WBCA NCAA Division III Women's Coaches Poll, Trine was ranked 21st in the preseason. Baldwin Wallace 18th, so they've just about flipped their positions in the standings. In this game, no doubt, will have some implications on the standings as we get further on into the season. So a chance for an early season statement for both clubs here in Berea tonight. Right now, it's time to turn things over to the public address announcer for the playing of the national anthem. Then we'll have the starters and opening tip-off for you right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the Ursprung Gymnasium. Matt Florjancic on the call of tonight's top 25 matchup between the Trine University Thunder and the host Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Taking a look at the starting lineups first for Trine. In the backcourt, it'll be a 5'8 senior guard from Carmel, Indiana. In University School, number 4, Sierra Hines. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'9 senior guard from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Number 11, Katie Tate. On the wing, it'll be a 5'8 junior from Fremont, Indiana. Number 13, Jada Roundhouse. In the front court, a 5'6 senior guard from Warsaw, Indiana. Number 15, Sydney Wagner. And in the middle, a 5'11 junior from Dansville, Michigan. Number 21, Aaron Sherwood. The Thunder are coached by Andy Rang in his 7th season. He is assisted by Josh Krunzel, Craig Taylor, and Becky Johnson. Starting it off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. In the backcourt, it'll be a 5'8 junior guard from Cincinnati Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'4 senior guard from Pickerington and Pataskala Watkins Memorial, number 22, Emily Irwin. On the wing, a 5'11 junior from New Philadelphia, number 11, Alyssa Miller. In the post, a 6' senior forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And in the middle, a 5'11 senior from Napoleon, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare, who's in her 35th season with the program. She is assisted by associate head coach Cody Hartzler, assistant Lauren Held, and student assistants Tavin Lakoski and Donovan Burkett. The Thunder will be in their road blue uniforms with gold numerals, gold trim, and Trine written across the front of the jersey in blue lettering accented in white with white trim down the sides and around the sleeves of the shorts. The Yellow Jackets will be in white with jackets written across the front in gold trimmed in brown. The numbers are in brown trimmed in gold, and they have brown and gold trim down the sides with the BW Yellow Jacket logo on either side of the shorts. BW will go right to left here in the first half. Trine will go left to right. It is Miller tipping it up against Sherwood, and it'll be controlled by the Thunder. Bringing it into the front court, it's Wagner. She'll dribble off left wing, call out a play, and send it out top. It's tipped away by Miller into the backcourt. Trine will get possession back. Now out front it goes to Tate. Tate puts it on the deck and sends a pass right wing to Roundhouse. Out front it goes to Sherwood. It gets reversed. Now pass inside. Now out to the right wing it goes on the dribble drive. Last second dish from Tate to Roundhouse. And a shot clock violation on the Thunder, and that brings Coach Sherry Hare off of the bench to her feet in celebration. Good defensive stand to set a tone early in this game. Irwin between the circles, dribbles off left side, sends it left wing to Valent. Valent out top to Irwin. Now it gets sent right wing to Alyssa Miller. Out front it goes to Ressler. Back to Miller on the right wing. She tries to drive. Gets to the free throw lane and dishes it to Valent. Valent in traffic, up off glass. It's good for Bella Valent. The Yellow Jackets with a quick 2-0 lead over the Thunder. Wagner into the front court, sends it out front to Sherwood. She'll reverse it to Tate on the left wing. Out front to Wagner once more. Lob pass inside. Dish at the last second to Roundhouse for 3 from the right wing. Off back iron. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. Miller outlets it to Irwin. Irwin up to Ressler. Ressler to Irwin out top. Irwin sends it over to Miller on the right wing. Miller gets a screen from Ressler. Dishes it to Ressler now on the right side of the floor. Ressler into the high post. It goes to Valent. Tipped away, but Valent will track it down. Badalak with it at the free throw line. 8 on the shot clock. Tries to swing it into Valent. Valent backs down her defender. Throws up a scoop shot off the right side of the rim, and it's rebounded by Tate. Tate up to Wagner. Wagner into the front court quickly. Throws up a running jumper. It's no good. Rebound to Valent. Valent outlets it to Irwin. Irwin up the far sideline. Drives to the lane. Up off glass. No good. Tipped out of bounds off of Bella Valent. Possession goes to the Thunder. Wagner brings it into the front court, sends it over to Roundhouse. Now over to Hines. It gets reversed out front to Sherwood, sends it right wing now to Wagner. Wagner out front to Roundhouse. Roundhouse dribbles off to the right wing. Gives it off to Tate now. Tate working against Kaylee Ressler. Tate spins to her right. Now goes back left, and we're back to even at 2 apiece. As that layup goes to even the score with 7:24 to go here in the first quarter. Ressler on the right wing. Dishes it back door to Miller. Miller lost a handle on it, and it's taken away by the Thunder. Wagner quickly into the front court. Dribbles it to the free throw line. Pulls up from 16. Left it short. Rebound tipped over to Bella Valent. Valent outlets it to Ressler. Ressler dribbles off right wing. Gives it to Valent. Valent puts it on the floor with the left hand. Dishes it to Irwin. Irwin will fire up a 3 from the left wing. She misses everything, and the rebound is out of bounds to the Thunder. 3 substitutions for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Valent, Miller, and Badalak will take seats coming on to the floor for the Yellow Jackets. It'll be number 10, Kayla Jones. Number 13, Brooke Thompson. And number 23, Laura McCoy. Tate with it off right side, then hands off to Roundhouse. Now gets sent over right side to Hines. Hines with the post entry pass. It's Tate working against Ressler. Goes high off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Thompson. She'll outlet it to Ressler. Ressler into the front court. Stops at the free throw line and gets it over to Irwin. Now to Thompson. Over to McCoy on the right wing. McCoy back to Irwin. Irwin into the high post to Ressler. Hand off to Irwin. Irwin fakes to her left side. Dishes it to Thompson on the block. Thompson in the lane. Gets tied up by Tate. Possession arrow will favor the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Irwin to trigger the inbound pass. Gets it into Ressler on the left wing. Into the high post it goes to Jones. Jones spins to her left. Gets it poked away. It's taken away by Wagner. Wagner drives to the far side, blocked, and dishes it to Tate. Tate on a drive, kicks it to Roundhouse for 3 from the right wing. Off back iron, rebound tipped around, controlled by the Thunder. That's Sherwood. Sherwood going against Irwin, misses the layup, and it's controlled by Ressler. Up to Jones. Jones has it poked away and loses a handle on it. It's Sherwood coming up with the turnover for the Thunder. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter. We're even at 2. Tate going backdoor. Has it poked away and tied up by Emily Irwin. Jump ball possession arrow favors the Thunder. 2 substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. It's Taylor Bass and Ava Wilkerson coming on for BW. 2 substitutions for the Thunder. Number 30, Zoe Willems, and number 44, Haley Cole on the floor for Trine. Wagner to inbound for the Thunder. She gets it into Willems. Willems sends it left wing over to Wagner. Wagner gets a screen, gets to the lane, pulls up from 13, rattles one off the front of the rim and out. It's rebounded by Thompson. Up the floor to Jones. She'll hand off to Taylor Bass. Bass back to Jones. Now it's swung between the circles to Wilkerson. Looking for a cutting McCoy. Wilkerson finds McCoy. Then McCoy dishes it to Thompson. And Thompson will earn 2 at the free throw line as she is fouled in the act of shooting. Thompson, 6 of 8 at the free throw line coming into tonight's game. Thompson's first is short and off the mark. Second attempt is up and good. The Yellow Jackets back in front by a 3-2 count with 4:57 to go here in the first quarter. Wagner bringing the ball up off left side. It gets reversed right side to Tate. Back to Wagner between the circles. Wagner looking backdoor to Tate. Tate with the left-handed layup, and it's good. She crossed up Taylor Bass going into the lane and gives the Thunder their first lead of the night at 4-3. Jones the other way in the lane, dishes it to Bass, and Bass gets the left-handed layup to go to put the Yellow Jackets right back in front. Wagner off right side. Out front it goes to Cole. Cole sends it to Tate on the left wing. Back to Cole out front. She'll put it on the floor, working against Thompson. Goes up in traffic and gets fouled. Thompson called for the foul. That's her first. That's the first on the Yellow Jackets. Now coming on for the Thunder, Addison Hudson and Sydney Horton. The Yellow Jackets will send Bella Valent to the scorer's table, and she'll check in for Brooke Thompson. Cole's first attempt is up, and it is good. She's now 1 of 3 on the season at the free throw line. Looking to make it 2 of 4 and to give the Thunder a 1-point lead. Second attempt on the way, rattles in for the freshman forward from Decatur, Indiana. Thunder 6, Yellow Jackets 5, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. McCoy misses the first attempt, gets fouled before she can get the second attempt lifted. It's a foul on the floor. It's the second on the Thunder, the first on Willems. Wilkerson inbounds to Jones. Jones out top to Bass. Bass sends it left side to McCoy. McCoy dribbles off right wing. Now tries to drive to the hoop. Gets stuck in traffic, dishes it out, and it's tracked down by Jones. Jones with 5 on the shot clock has it poked out of bounds. The Yellow Jackets will have to get it lifted in a hurry. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll inbound between the scorer's table and the Trine bench. Kayla Jones will inbound it. Jones gets it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson will hoist a deep 3 off back iron and tipped out of bounds by the Thunder. The Yellow Jackets will get possession. So we'll get a fresh 20 on the shot clock. It'll be Wilkerson in the corner inbounding it. She'll inbound it to Jones. Jones out to McCoy. McCoy between the circles, sends it left wing to Jones. Jones on the drive. Back out front to McCoy. She'll hoist from the top of the key, off back iron, and a rebound will go out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. And it'll be Trine basketball. Miller and Ressler come back for the Yellow Jackets to spell Taylor Bass and Kayla Jones. Trine will hold with their 5 on the floor. Capuch with it. She'll send it out top to Hudson. Hudson then hands off to Willems. It'll be sent right wing to Capuch, and she'll bury a triple for the Thunder. And it's Trine 9, Baldwin Wallace 5. Ressler the other way. Off to Miller on the baseline. Miller in traffic. Spins to her left. Throws up a fadeaway jumper and rattles it in for Baldwin Wallace. BW cuts the deficit to 2. The Thunder lead the Yellow Jackets 9-7 with 2:51 to go in the first quarter. Cole with it out top. Sends it over to Hudson on the left wing. Now out to Horton out top. She'll dribble off left side. Hand to Willems. Willems on the dribble drive. Left it too strong. Valent there to clean off the rebound. She'll outlet it to Ressler. Ressler into the front court. Back to Valent. Valent back to Ressler between the circles. She'll send a pass right wing to Wilkerson. Wilkerson puts it on the floor with the right hand. Dishes it to Ressler for 3. And she knocks it down for Baldwin Wallace. BW back in front by a point by a 10-9 count. Horton into the front court. Hands off to Capuch. Back to Horton on the right wing. She'll get a screen, drive into the lane, dish it off to Hudson. Gets sent out to Willems. Willems on a dribble drive. Goes up with the left hand. And the off-balance shot is good to put the Thunder in front by an 11-10 count. 1:48 to go here in the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets with possession. It's Wilkerson driving into the lane and getting tied up. And possession will favor the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Badalak and Irwin come back for the Yellow Jackets. McCoy and Wilkerson will take seats. Hines returns for the Thunder, as does Roundhouse. Badalak catches the inbound pass, gives it out top to Ressler. Ressler on the left wing, trying to drive, kicks it back out to Badalak. And Badalak gets tied up with one of the Thunder players and draws the foul. It's against Sierra Hines. That's her first. That's the fourth on the Thunder in the quarter. Irwin will inbound for the Yellow Jackets. She'll lob it in to Miller. Miller takes it out top. Crosses up her defender. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out to Badalak. She'll hoist a three from the right wing and almost banks it in. No good, though. It's rebounded by Valent. Up with the left hand, and it's good for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Quickly the other way. It's Hines with it in traffic. Dishes it out to Roundhouse. Roundhouse on the dribble drive. Gets the baseline shut off. Has to outlet it to Capuch on the right wing. Now into the post it goes to Sherwood. Over to Hines on the left wing. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Sherwood. And a foul on the floor by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. And it'll be Alyssa Miller who will pick it up. That'll be her first. That's the second on the Yellow Jackets. Sydney Horton will inbound for Trine. Gets it to Hines. Hines on the dribble drive. Goes up with the right hand. Too strong. It's rebounded by Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Behind the back dribble. Gets into the lane. Pump fake. Scoop shot with the left hand. Up off glass. It's good for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. 14-11. BW in front with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Horton with it for the Thunder. Out top it goes to Sherwood. Sherwood will reverse it to Roundhouse on the left wing. Now out front it goes to Horton. Horton will hand off to Hines. Hines on the dribble drive. Backdoor to Sherwood, and she gets the layup to go. Nice give and go basketball right there by the Thunder to cut the Yellow Jacket lead to 1. The shot clock is off. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. It's Irwin walking into the front court. 6 seconds left in the quarter. She gets a screen from Valent. Irwin thought about a three. Now on the dribble drive. Back to Valent. Up off glass. It's good. And the official on the far sideline is getting an earful from Trine to say, hey, that basket does not count because the red light on the scoreboard lit. We will see upon further discussion whether that basket will count or not. It's the difference of the Yellow Jackets having a 1-point lead or a 3-point lead, and it's waved off after the conference. So the Yellow Jackets will stay in front by only a point at 14-13 after the first quarter of play. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue, the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893, and Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Tonight's game also brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event, and Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. Out of the quarter break on the floor for the Thunder, it's Tate, Wagner, Roundhouse, Hines, and Sherwood. Their starting five. The Yellow Jackets will counter with Badalak, Ressler, and Irwin from the starting five, as well as Brooke Thompson. And now seeing her first action today is Maddie Ebert, the 5'9 sophomore guard from Lake Orion, Michigan. The Thunder with the basketball. It's Wagner off on the right wing, dribbling out top, checked by Ebert. She'll send a pass to Hines on the right wing. Hines working against Irwin, hands off to Sherwood. Sherwood back to Wagner, and a foul is called on the floor. It'll be the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. It'll be the first on Maddie Ebert in the game. Wagner will inbound along the near sideline. Gets it into Hines. Hines back to Wagner on the handoff. Now it's to Roundhouse on the left wing. Roundhouse gets a screen, working against Badalak. Gets in the lane. Up off glass, no good, but she'll get two coming from the line as she was fouled by Casey Badalak. Jada Roundhouse, 1 of 2 at the free throw line on the season. She makes them both. The Thunder go back in front. She splits the pair. We're back to even. Roundhouse's first attempt is on the way. Off back iron, no good. Roundhouse will get it. Toe the line, spin the ball twice. Give it 3 dribbles. Fire, and off back iron. Rebound, tracked down by Badalak. Badalak into the front court. Gets to the top of the key, gets to the free throw line on the right elbow now. Out to Irwin. She goes with a pass. Irwin over left side to Ressler. Ressler back to Irwin. Irwin off left side, gets a screen from Ressler, gets to the left wing, now gets into the lane, dishes it to Ressler. 8 on the shot clock. Out to Badalak. Badalak dishes it to Thompson. Thompson up off glass and good with the off-balance shot to give the Yellow Jackets a 16-13 edge. Just over a minute gone in this second quarter. Hines with it left side. It gets reversed now to the right side. Now Hines in the post. Catches it against Thompson. She'll dish it out to Tate. Tate into Sherwood working against Irwin. Mismatch leads to a turnaround jumper, and it's good for the Thunder. Irwin the other way for the Yellow Jackets. Between the circles, dribbles off left side, sends it over to Ebert on the right wing. Ebert on the dribble drive. It's tied up with the front of the Thunder, but maintains possession. Backdoors a pass to Irwin on the left wing. Gets it off to Ressler. Now into the high post it goes to Thompson. Hand off to Ressler. She'll drive and get the layup to go for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. 18-15. BW in front by 3. 8:08 to go here in the first half. Sherwood out top. Sends a pass to Hines on the left wing. Into the post it goes to Roundhouse. She'll kick it out to Sherwood. Pump fake on the 3. Hand off to Wagner now. Wagner on the drive. Kicks it out to Sherwood on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Sherwood on the drive. Up off glass. Too strong. It's rebounded by Thompson. Thompson will hand off to Ressler. She'll jog it into the front court off right wing. Gives it to Thompson. Thompson spins to square up the hoop. Then kicks it left corner to Irwin. Irwin on the dribble drive. Up off glass with the left hand and in. It's 20-15. The Yellow Jackets up by 5. 7:23 to go in the second quarter. Sherwood out top, sends it over to Tate on the left wing, back to Sherwood out front. Sherwood tries to hand it to Wagner, and it's knocked out of bounds by Maddie Ebert. The Thunder will inbound in front of the Yellow Jacket bench. So McCoy, Jones, Miller, and Wilkerson return for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin, Ebert, Ressler, and Badalak check out. Wagner into Hines, and back to Wagner. She'll find Tate going to the hoop for the backdoor layup. 20-17. Yellow Jackets in front by 3. Wilkerson near sideline, gets to the left lane, gets tied up. It's stolen away by Wagner. Wagner driving to the hoop, up off glass. It's good. Thought she should have gotten and one, and she's chirping at the official on the way back up the floor. But nonetheless, despite the no call, the Thunder cut the deficit to 1. Wilkerson into the corner to Thompson. Thompson from the right corner, gives it back left side to Wilkerson. Wilkerson gets a screen, gets around it, gets to the free throw line extended, gets it poked away, but retains possession. Wilkerson lobs it to Thompson, and on the baseline, and that's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Bella Valent will return, and she'll replace Brooke Thompson. Wagner out front, sends it over to Tate. Over to Hines, now to Sherwood. And a right wing to Capuch. She'll look backdoor to Tate. Tate up off glass and good. The Thunder are back in front now after cutting the Yellow Jacket lead down from 5-1. They now lead it by 1, 21-20 with 6:09 to go here in the first half. Coach Hare will burn a timeout for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets and try to regroup offensively. The Yellow Jackets, after the substitutions, struggling to find some open looks at the hoop and finish them at the rim. The Yellow Jackets will break the huddle with McCoy, Valent, Jones, Miller, and Taylor Bass on the floor. It's Hines, Tate, Wagner, Capuch, and Sherwood on the floor for the Thunder. So 4/5 of the Thunder starting a lineup, and the Yellow Jackets' lone starter on the floor is Bella Valent. McCoy bringing the ball into the front court, sends it right side to Alyssa Miller. Miller dribbles to the wing and spins to her right before dishing it to Valent. Valent squares up the hoop, puts it on the deck once, hands off to McCoy. McCoy has it poked away but retains possession. Over to Miller, now into the post it goes to Valent. Valent backs down Sherwood with 2 on a shot clock, goes up and draws the foul. She will go to the line to shoot 2. We're on the year. Bella Valent is 10 of 16, 62.5%. Haley Cole returns for the Thunder to replace Aaron Sherwood. Valent with the first free throw attempt up and nothing but the bottom of the net. We're even at 21. Valent gets the ball from the official, puts it on the deck twice, gives it a spin, eyes, aims, fires, and rattles it in for the Yellow Jackets. 22-21, BW in front, 5:40 to go in the half. Addison Hudson will check in for the Thunder, and she will replace Katie Tate. Wagner into the front court to Hines, now off to Hudson. Hudson to Capuch. Capuch in the center circle, sends a pass left wing. It's stolen away by Bass. Bass to McCoy. McCoy back to Bass. Bass gets it stripped away, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Thunder. Yellow Jackets had a 2-on-1, but a slight deflection on the pass from McCoy to Bass. Forced to regroup. And now McCoy will inbound from the far corner into Taylor Bass on the right wing. Bass back to McCoy. McCoy faked the pass to Jones on the dribble drive. Gets it blocked. Jones gets the rebound. Goes up in traffic, gets tied up, but she'll get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Kayla Jones, 5 of 6 at the free throw line this year, 83.3%. Jones eyes the line, dribbles twice, aims, fires, and hits off the front of the rim and rims out. So Jones will look to split the pair after her second miss of the season. Second attempt on the way, good for the Yellow Jackets. They lead it 23-21. We hit the halfway mark in this second quarter. It's Wagner with the basketball on the left wing for the Thunder. On the dribble drive, goes up, has it altered. It's rebounded by Taylor Bass. Bass brings it into the front court. Dribbles off left wing, over to McCoy on the left wing now. McCoy into the corner to Bass. Bass back to McCoy. McCoy out to Kayla Jones on the right side of the floor. Jones into the high post to Valent. She'll score up the hoop. Into the corner to Taylor Bass. Bass dribbles to the left wing, gives it off to Valent. Valent with 7 on the shot clock, gets in the lane, hands off to Miller. It's tipped away. It'll be unloaded by McCoy, and that's a shot clock violation on the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler will return for BW to spell Kayla Jones. And Zoe Willems will relieve Sierra Hines for the Thunder. Hudson inbounds it to Wagner. Wagner across the timeline, dribbles off right wing. Out front it goes to Cole. Cole hands off to Hudson. Hudson sends it over to Wagner on the right side. Wagner on the drive, goes up off glass, and it's good. We're even at 23 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wrestler inbounds to McCoy. McCoy into the front court, sends a pass left wing to Miller. Miller gets to the free throw line, hands it back to McCoy. McCoy to the top of the key, drives into the lane, gets it poked away twice, but keeps possession. Dishes it to Valent, into the corner to Bass for three. Off the side of the rim, it's tracked down by Wrestler in the right corner. Wrestler into Valent. Valent puts it on the deck, gives it out to Wrestler, skips it over to Bass for three from the left wing. Got it! Taylor Bass gives the Yellow Jackets a 26-23 lead with 3:19 to go in the second quarter. Out front, Wagner sends it to Cole, gets it right back on the right side. Wagner puts it on the deck a couple of times, gets into the lane, now dishes it. It gets reversed right side to Willems. Willems out front to Capuch. Capuch now to Cole. Cole with 7 on the shot clock, tries to drive, goes up off the window, no good. Rebound tipped out to Hudson, and she gets the putback to go. 26-25, Yellow Jacket lead down to 1. Quickly the other way, it's Miller driving from the right wing, up off glass, too strong. Valent there for the putback, and she gets it to go for the Yellow Jackets. Wagner dribbles off near sideline, out front to Cole. Cole sends it over, left side to Hudson. Hudson out top to Cole. She'll reverse it right wing to Capuch. Out front to Wagner. Wagner's thought about a three, then looked back door. Now on a dribble drive, pulls up from 14. Left it short. Rebound to Kaylee Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Drives to the right wing. Dishes it to Valent. Valent gets to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Wrestler. Wrestler on the right wing. Drives to the baseline. Gets it shut off. She'll outlet it to Valent. Valent out top to McCoy. McCoy with 8 on the shot clock sends a pass left wing to Miller. Miller trying to drive, and she will draw the foul against Zoe Willems with 3 on the shot clock. The Yellow Jackets will inbound on the near sideline with 20 on the shot clock. Returning for the Thunder, it's Jada Roundhouse, Sydney Horton, Aaron Sherwood, and Hines. The Yellow Jackets will have Ebert, Irwin, Wrestler, Thompson, and Badalak on the floor. So McCoy, Valent, Bass, and Miller will take seats. Inbound goes from Ebert to Irwin. Irwin sends it right wing to Ebert. Ebert out front to Wrestler. Wrestler on the drive, kicks it to Irwin. She'll fire up a three from the left wing. Off the mark, rebound to Maddie Ebert. Maddie Ebert to Emily Irwin. Irwin on the drive this time. Dishes it low to Brooke Thompson. Thompson, backdoor pass to Kaylee Wrestler, and it's up and in. Off the right hand of Kaylee Wrestler. Yellow Jackets in front, 30-25 with 1:20 to play in the first half. Katie Tate sends it out front to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it on the deck once with the right hand. Sends it to Hines on the left wing. Hines around the screen, gets into the lane. Scoop shot on the way. It's a charge taken by Maddie Ebert. And that brings the Yellow Jackets to their feet, especially Coach Hare, who is jumping up and down on the sideline in excitement after another defensive stand by the Yellow Jackets. 1:01 left to play in the first half. It's Wrestler inbounding it to Irwin for the Yellow Jackets. Irwin across the timeline, off on the far sideline. Dribbles back between the circles. Sends it left wing to Ebert. Ebert on the drive. Jump stops, goes up off glass, no good. Gets her own rebound back. Dishes it out to Badalak. Badalak feigns a look at a three and drives to the free throw line extended. Goes backdoor with a pass to Ebert. Great pass, but a little bit too much heat on it. It sails out of bounds for the Yellow Jacket turnover. It'll be Kayla Jones who will be sent to the scorer's table, and she will replace Casey Badalak. 40 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Wagner catches the inbound pass from Tate. Wagner across the timeline, dribbles off right side. Out front it goes to Sherwood. She'll send it to Hines on the left side of the floor. Hines hands it back to Wagner, looking backdoor to Tate. Tate catches it on the low block, but dishes it to Hines. Hines dribbles it to the free throw line, then gives it to Sherwood. Sherwood in the lane, working against Thompson. Spins to her left, high off the glass and in. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. 15 seconds left in the first half. It's Irwin bringing it into the front court. She'll walk it across the timeline. 6 seconds left. Irwin working against Wagner. Irwin with the left hand drives the lane, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound to the Thunder. It's Sherwood who will haul it in the final seconds, and that will bring us to the end of the first half, where the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets lead the Trine University Thunder by a 30-27 count. Before we take a break, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. We're going to step aside for a halftime break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some first half statistics and preview the second half of action right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. It's women's basketball action, non-conference, as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets host the Trine University Thunder in a top 25 matchup. The 24th ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets with a 30-27 lead over the 18th ranked Thunder as we get set to start the second half of play. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets in points and rebounds, it's Bella Valent with 8 points and 6 caroms. Kaylee Ressler has added 7 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Emily Irwin has 4 points. Taylor Bass off the bench has 5. Brooke Thompson has 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. With 2 points, it's Alyssa Miller, and then 1 point to Kayla Jones. The Yellow Jackets as a team shooting 12 of 26 from the field, 46.2%, 2 of 9 from three-point range, 22.2%, and 4 of 6 at the free throw line, 66.7%. The Thunder, 12 of 27 from the field, 1 of 4 from three-point range, and 2 of 4 at the free throw line. The leading scorer for the Thunder with 8 points, it's Katie Tate. Erin Sherwood has added 6. Sydney Wagner with 4. Allison Capuch with 3. And then it's 2 each for Zoe Willems, Haley Cole, and Addison Hudson. As a team, Trine shooting 44.4% from the field, 25% from three-point range, and 50% from the free throw line. Points off turnovers go the way of the Thunder, 8-3, and in a paint, 22-20. The Yellow Jackets with a 10-2 edge in second chance points. Trine with the only 2 points on the fast break, and the bench points are even at 9 apiece. 8 lead changes, 4 times tied. Trine holding the lead for 3 minutes and 15 seconds. The Yellow Jackets with the advantage for 12 minutes and 35 seconds. The Yellow Jackets out-rebounding Trine 20-8, including an 8-3 edge on the offensive glass and a 12-5 margin on the defensive glass. The Yellow Jackets with 8 assists on their 12 made baskets. The Thunder with 6 on their 12. 7 turnovers for the Yellow Jackets, 3 for the Thunder. Steals, 4 for the Thunder, 1 for the Yellow Jackets. BW starts off with the basketball in the second half. It'll be their starting 5 on the floor. Irwin, Ressler, Miller, Valent, and Badalak. Irwin on the dribble drive, goes up off glass and gets it to roll in for the Yellow Jackets to expand their lead back to 5, 32-27. On the floor for the Thunder, it's Tate with the basketball out front between the circles to Wagner. She'll dribble off right side and give it to Roundhouse. Roundhouse on the dribble drive, kicks it back out to Wagner. They're joined on the floor by Sherwood and Hines. Wagner on the dribble drive, pulls up from 13, banks it in off the baseline. Not an easy shot, but she gets it in and cuts the deficit to 3. It's the Yellow Jackets 32, the Thunder 29. Irwin the other way, off to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak puts it on the deck with the right hand, gets bumped and knocks it out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Tate inbounds it to Wagner. Wagner will walk the ball across the timeline. Back to Tate on the right wing. She'll hand off to Roundhouse. It gets reversed now to Hines on the left wing. Out front to Wagner. Thought about a 3. Now pulls up from 16. Left it short. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. Miller will bring the ball up for the Yellow Jackets. Hands off to Ressler. Ressler sends it right wing to Irwin for 3. Off back iron, but Valent is there for the offensive board. She'll go up off glass. No good, but she'll have 2 coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Valent 2 of 2 on the day, and for the season, she's 12 of 18 from the free throw line. Valent's first of 2 on the way, off back iron, no good. Valent looks to split the pair, and she will. She'll give the Yellow Jackets a 4-point edge, 33-29 with 8:25 to play in the third quarter. Wagner hands off to Roundhouse, back to Wagner on the left wing now. Out front it goes to Sherwood. She'll send it right wing to Tate. Tate looking for the post entry to Wagner, and she left the baseline turnaround jumper short. Miller there for the board, and Miller draws the reach-in foul on Sierra Hines. In the backcourt, 70 feet away from the hoop. That's a hard one to take as a defender. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Dribbles between the circles. Gets a screen from Valent. Gets to the free throw line extended. Then dishes it into the corner to Wrestler. Wrestler on the drive. Kicks it out to Badalak. Badalak to Irwin, but it's stolen away by Wagner. Wagner goes up off glass, and it's good with the right hand. That'll cut the Yellow Jacket lead down to 2. 33-31. 7:40 to play here in the third. Irwin sends a pass left wing to Wrestler. Wrestler on the drive. Dishes it to Valent. It's once again taken away by Wagner. 3-on-2 break over to Roundhouse. She gets in the lane. Gets it up off glass. No good, but she'll get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled by Emily Irwin. And Irwin looks like the worse for wear on that. After committing the foul. Laura McCoy will come on for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Casey Badalak. Tate will take a seat for the Thunder, and Allison Capuch will come on. Roundhouse's first is on the way, and it is no good. So put it on the deck 3 times, give it a spin. I aim, fire, and knock down the second. 33-32, the Yellow Jacket lead down to 1. 7:26 to play in the third. Miller into the front court, sends it left side to Irwin. Irwin will fire up a deep 3 off the front of the rim and rebounded by Wagner. Wagner hustling down the floor, gets into the lane. Thought about a scoop shot, now passes backdoor to Hines. Hines lost the handle on it. It's taken away by Irwin and poked away by Roundhouse. And now a jump ball will ensue. The possession arrow will favor the Trine Thunder. Wagner likes to push the tempo. And that catches the Yellow Jacket defense sometimes out of rotation. Wagner to inbound. It'll be poked away by Wrestler. Wrestler on the breakaway, goes up with the left hand. It gets the layup to go for the Yellow Jackets. 35-32, BW in front by 3. Wagner dribbles off right wing. Gets to the free throw line, goes up off the glass and in. She thought she was fouled again, no call. And the Yellow Jacket lead back down to 1, 35-34 with 6:40 to play here in the third. Irwin driving against Wagner, goes baseline, and they're going to say Irwin stepped out. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Maddie Ebert and Brooke Thompson will check in, as will Ava Wilkerson. Alyssa Miller, Emily Irwin will take seats for the Yellow Jackets, as will Bella Valent. Roundhouse inbounds to Wagner. Wagner into the front court, dishes it right side to Hines, back to Wagner on the right wing. Wagner working against Ebert. Sends a pass left wing to Capuch. Into the post it goes to Roundhouse. Roundhouse around McCoy. Goes up off the window and in. And the Thunder are back in front. 36-35 with 6:11 to play in the third. Wilkerson between the circles. Sends a pass to McCoy on the left wing. Out front to Ebert. Maddie Ebert gets a screen from Wrestler. Dribbles off right side. Looking for Wrestler on the cut. She'll go for the jumper, and the running shot is off the mark. Rebound to the Thunder. Wagner dishes to Capuch. Capuch into Sherwood. Sherwood working against Wrestler, and Wrestler going to get hit with the foul. Sherwood will go to the line to shoot 2. Sherwood came in 6 of 7 on the season at the free throw line, 85.7%. And these will be her first 2 free throws of the night. First attempt on the way, it rattles in. That'll build on the Thunder's lead. Second attempt on the way, good as well. 38-35, Trine in front. 5:40 to play in the quarter. Wilkerson running point, dribbles off right side, hands to McCoy. McCoy lobs it into Brooke Thompson. Thompson hands off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the corner to McCoy. She'll raise up a three. Off the mark. Rebound to Everett. Her putback with the left hand is up and good. Back to a 1-point lead for the Thunder. It's Wagner sending a pass to Capuch on the right side. Back to Wagner on the right wing. Wagner gets a screen from Sherwood. Gets out top between the circles. Sends it right wing to Hines. Hines to Sherwood. She'll square up the hoop. Jab steps to the right. Goes to her left. And she shuffled her feet as she spun toward the hoop. And she knew it too. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, it'll be Irwin and Jones who return for Ressler and McCoy. And the Thunder will send on Addison Hudson and Zoe Willems. Jones inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Sends it right side to Jones. Jones right wing with the pass to Thompson. Thompson gives it to Irwin. Little roll reversal there for the guard, catching it in the low post. She'll spin, turnaround jumper, rattles out. Everett there for the offensive board. She gets sent to the deck as she outlets it to Irwin. Massive collision between Irwin and Hudson, and a tie-up ensues. The Yellow Jackets will get it off of the possession arrow. Haley Cole comes in for the Thunder to relieve Aaron Sherwood. The Yellow Jackets will inbound on the baseline underneath their own hoop. It's Emily Irwin who will do that. Irwin lobs it into Jones. It's tracked down instead by Everett. Everett off right side. Dribbles to the right wing. Out front to Jones. Jones reverses it left wing to Irwin. 5 on the shot clock. Irwin steps back. Big time jumper. Goes in for the Yellow Jackets. Just inside the three-point line to put the Yellow Jackets back in front by 1. 39-38 at the 4:10 mark of the third. Wagner out top to Cole. She'll reverse it right side, or left side, I should say, to Hudson. Back to Wagner now. Wagner loses her footing, working against Everett, and a foul is called. On the Yellow Jackets. That's a second on Everett. That's the third on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Valen is back on the floor for BW. Wagner with the ball. Sends it left wing to Willems. Willems around a screen, but it's an illegal one against the Thunder. And that's a turnover forced by the Yellow Jackets. Cole picks up her second foul. And Yellow Jackets will inbound in front of the Trine bench. It's Jones inbounding to Irwin. Irwin gets a double screen, works around the right side of it. Out front to Jones, left wing to Wilkerson. Into the post it goes to Valen. Valen puts it on the deck, working against Cole. Hands off to Everett on the left wing. Everett out front to Irwin. 8 on the shot clock. Irwin over to Wilkerson for 3 from the right side. Left it short. Rebound will be controlled by Wagner. Everett picked up the foul, trying to hustle after the board. Guilty of the reach in. That'll be Everett's third. Alyssa Miller will check in for the Yellow Jackets to spell Maddie Everett. Hudson inbounds to Wagner. Wagner sends a pass left side to Willems. Now back to Wagner on the left wing. Out front it goes to Hudson. Hudson enters it to Cole. Cole dribbles off right wing. Out top to Wagner. Wagner thought about a 3, gets a screen from Cole. Now tries to work around it with 6 on the shot clock. Wagner loses a handle. Turnaround jumper up. Too strong. Rebound battled for by Willems and Irwin. And a shot clock violation is called by the official on the sideline. Now we're going to have a conversation. Trine coach Andy Rang, rightfully so, absolutely incensed on the sideline. And a shot clock violation will stand with 1 second left on the clock, the tie-up ensued, and now we're going to have another officials conference. And this one's likely going to get overturned. Now all three officials will be called into the paint. 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. The Yellow Jackets 39, the Thunder 38. And the in-house PA announcer having a little bit of fun with the officials, playing the Jeopardy theme song. I appreciate the humor, but you may not want to make those three mad. The three that control the pace of the game, I wouldn't personally do it. So after the conference, the officials will head to the scorer's table. And now they will inform the official scorer what is going on. I imagine they're going to put some time back on the clock. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Trine. Wrestler and Bass come back for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Wilkerson and Jones. $18 seconds on the shot clock. And it will be Willems who will inbound for the Thunder. Looking back door to Wagner. Wagner misses the layup. Hits her own rebound back. Dribbles back into the lane, goes up with the right hand, and gets it to go. 40-39, Thunder in front of the Yellow Jackets. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin dribbles off right side into the corner to Taylor Bass. Bass on the dribble drive, kicks it to Wrestler. She'll hoist a three from the left wing. In and out, no good. Rebound hauled in by Capuch for the Thunder. She'll outlet it to Wagner. Wagner into the front court. Wagner spin move still being guarded tightly by Irwin. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. Miller to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court. Back to Miller on the left side of the floor. Miller on the dribble drive. Gets bumped by Addison Hudson. And that'll be the fourth foul on the Thunder in the quarter. That's just the first on Hudson. So Tate, Sherwood, and Horton return for the Thunder. The Yellow Jackets will hold. The inbound pass tipped right back to Irwin. Irwin loses it, and now Valent will get tied up in a jump ball by Tate, and possession will favor the Yellow Jackets. Irwin will inbound once more underneath her own hoop. Lobs it into Valent. She threw it away. Turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Now the Thunder with a chance to build on their 40-39 lead with 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Horton will bring the ball up. She'll hand off to Roundhouse. Roundhouse sends it over to Tate on the right side. Off to Sherwood now between the circles. Back to Tate on the right wing. Tate puts it on the deck with the left hand. Spins in the lane. Outlets it to Horton. Horton to Capuch. Capuch drives right in the lane, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound to Miller. Miller brings it up for the Yellow Jackets. Lobs it inside to Valent. Valent puts it on the deck one time, goes up off glass and in. 41-40. Baldwin Wallace back in front. 1:22 to play in the third. Sherwood with it between the circles. Sends it right, or sends it left, I should say, to Tate. Now back it goes to Horton. Horton over to Capuch, back to Horton in the corner. She'll dribble drive, kick it out to Roundhouse for three from the right wing. It's off the mark. Rebound to Sydney Horton, who got inside position on Emily Irwin, and Irwin commits the foul. Irwin will check out. Laura McCoy will come back for the Yellow Jackets. Sierra Hines returns to replace Allison Capuch. And Horton will go to the line to shoot two. Her first free throw attempt of the season is up, and it is good for the Thunder. Second attempt on the way, off the mark. Rebound to Alyssa Miller. We're even at 41 with 1 minute to go in the third. Miller outlets it to Valent. Valent off to McCoy. McCoy dishes it to Valent. Valent in traffic, gets fouled, and she'll get two coming from the line. Strong with the ball was Bella Valent. And she took a shot. She also dished one out, too. There was quite the collision underneath the hoop, to be honest. Tough inside play by both teams. Valent will go to the line for a pair. Front end of the two-shot foul is up, and it is good. The Yellow Jackets back in front. Second attempt on the way, good as well. It's 43-41, Yellow Jackets in front. Kayla Jones back for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Kaylee Ressler. Horton running point for the Thunder as Wagner gets a little bit of an extended break. Really her first time on the bench in a long time for the Thunder. Hines with it right wing. Gets around a screen from Sherwood, then dishes it to Sherwood. Sherwood working against Valent in the paint. Spins to her left, goes up off glass, and it's good. We're even at 43. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's McCoy dribbling off near sideline and back into the center circle, back right. She's working against Horton. McCoy with 6 seconds left to go. Working against Horton, gets to the left of the lane, gets in the lane, jump stop, turnaround jumper, off back iron, no good. We'll head to the fourth quarter, even at 43 apiece. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. Out of the quarter break for the Yellow Jackets, it will be Jones, Ressler, Valent, Irwin, and McCoy on the floor. The Thunder will counter with Tate, Roundhouse, Sherwood, Wagner, and Hines. It'll be their starting five against 3/5 of the Yellow Jackets starting five. The possession arrow favors the Thunder, and they will start this fourth quarter on the offensive end of the floor with Tate inbounding it to Wagner. Wagner dribbles it quickly into the front court, off right side, out front to Sherwood, back to Wagner on the right wing. Wagner working against Jones, spins to her left into the corner to Hines. Hines into Sherwood. Sherwood squares up the hoop, gives it back to Wagner. Three on the way from the left wing. Off back iron, rebound to Roundhouse. Roundhouse in traffic, draws the foul against Laura McCoy, and will go to the line to shoot two and potentially put the Thunder back in front. McCoy picks up her first foul of the game. It's the first on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. The front end of the two-shot foul is up, and it is good. The Thunder go back in front of the Yellow Jackets. Roundhouse's second attempt up and good as well. 45-43, Thunder in front of the Yellow Jackets in the fourth quarter. Irwin into the front court. Now between the circles, dribbles off to the right of the lane after a screen from Valent. Swings it out to Jones on the left wing. Jones back to Irwin. Irwin looking for Jones in the high post, gets it to her on the right elbow, gets it right back, and a collision ensues, and Emily Irwin loses possession and then commits a foul in the backcourt. That'll be the second on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter, just 43 seconds into the quarter, and Irwin's third in the game. Casey Badalak will come back to replace Laura McCoy. Wagner dribbles off right side, out front to Sherwood between the circles. She'll send it left side to Tate. Tate dribbles to the free throw line, gets in the lane, spins to her right, steps back left, goes up off glass, no good. Rebound controlled by Jones. Foul on the play by Katie Tate of the Thunder. And that'll be the fourth on Tate. And she'll be lifted for Allison Capuch. Maddie Everett returns for the Yellow Jackets. It's Irwin dribbling off left side. Got it poked away momentarily, but regained possession. Off to Wrestler. Pump fake on a three. She'll dribble into the left corner. Now to the lane. Dishes it back door to Valent. Valent against Sherwood. Up off glass, no good. Valent battles for her own rebound, and the possession arrow will favor the Yellow Jackets off of the held ball situation. Brooke Thompson comes back for BW to replace Bella Valent. Irwin to inbound for the Yellow Jackets. She'll get it to Wrestler, and Wrestler will get fouled going up to the hoop. Wrestler will go to the line for two. She's 5 of 6 on the season, 83.3%. She'll put it on the deck once, go up with the shot, and hit nothing but the bottom of the net. It's a 1-point lead now for the Thunder, with Wrestler having a chance to tie. She'll give it a dribble, spin, another dribble, and she'll knock it down for Baldwin Wallace. We're even at 45 at the 8:36 mark of the fourth. Wagner to Sherwood out top. Sherwood puts it on the deck with the left hand. Kicks it to Capuch on the left wing for three. Got it! The Thunder back in front by 3. Emily Irwin into the front court. Between the circles. Sends it right wing to Thompson. Thompson into Wrestler. Wrestler trying to back down Hines. Looking backdoor, finds Everett, streaking to the hoop. Everett lost her footing but kept possession. Out to Irwin for 3. Got it! We're back to square once again at 48 with just under 8 minutes to play in regulation. Wagner out front to Sherwood, gets it back on the left wing. Wagner into the lane, pulls up from 10 feet, left it short. Rebound to Wrestler. She'll hand off to Irwin. Irwin into the front court, gets to the line, gets in the lane, dishes it to Everett on the left side of the floor. Everett settles things down as she dribbles off to the right wing. Looking backdoor to Wrestler. Wrestler up off glass. It's good. The Yellow Jackets back in front, 50-48 with 7:23 to play in the fourth. Timeout on the floor. It is a full timeout by the Trine University Thunder. We're going to take it with them on BWYellowJackets.com. We'll be right back after this break. After the timeout for the Thunder, it'll be Wagner, Roundhouse, Sherwood, Capuch, and Hines on the floor. For the Yellow Jackets, it's Thompson, Wrestler, Irwin, Badalak, and Miller. Wagner out front to Sherwood. Back to Wagner on the right wing for three. Off the side of the rim, and Wagner lost her footing, cutting in to go for the rebound. Her right foot kind of gave out underneath her. She's okay. The ball went out of bounds off of the Thunder, and the Yellow Jackets will get possession. Irwin dribbles it into the front court. Between the circles. A 14-footer block. She gets her own rebound back, kicks it out to Badalak. Badalak sends it to Irwin on the left wing. Irwin, cross-court pass to Miller into the post. It's tipped away from Thompson. Miller got into the mix, and then it's kicked out of bounds by the Thunder. The Yellow Jackets fortunate that Miller didn't get called for a foul as she jumped on top of one of the Thunder players and reached around with both hands. And now we'll have an officials conference, probably to discuss the shot clock situation, which is currently sitting at 2. And it will be reset to 20. Now they're calling for a full reset at 30. It's inbounded by Emily Irwin. She'll lob it between the circles to Miller. Miller dribbles off right side. Sends it out front to Wrestler. Wrestler on the dribble drive. Throws up a 13-footer. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Kaylee Wrestler. It'll go the way of the Thunder. Taylor Bass comes back for the Yellow Jackets to replace Kaylee Wrestler. It's Wagner into the front court, out front to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it on the floor, driving to the right of the lane. She got bumped on the body by Brooke Thompson. And it'll be the third foul on the Yellow Jackets. 6:22 left to go in regulation. BW in front, 50-48. And Bella Valent will come back on to replace Brooke Thompson. Hines to inbound it to Wagner. Wagner gets it blocked by Miller. Gets her own rebound back. Dribbles out to the left wing. Throws it into the post to Roundhouse. Roundhouse working against Badalak. No good on the turnaround shot, but she'll get 2 coming from the line as she was fouled by Casey Badalak. That's Badalak's second. That's the 4th on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. Roundhouse's first attempt on the way. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. Second attempt on the way. It rattles in. We're even at 50. Horton and Hudson return for the Thunder. Wagner and the Roundhouse will check out. Irwin catches the inbound pass from Miller. They're joined on the floor by Badalak, Valent, and Bass. Irwin out top. Sends a pass left wing to Badalak. Badalak on the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Valent on the left wing. Out front it goes to Irwin. Irwin gets a screen from Valent. Irwin working against Capuch. Loses a handle on it. Tie-up ensues, and Irwin threw it out of bounds after regaining possession. The Yellow Jackets come up empty, as Wilkerson and Wrestler will come back for the Yellow Jackets to replace Badalak and Irwin. Out front, the pass goes to Sherwood. She'll reverse it to Capuch on the left wing. Capuch on the drive, kicks it out to Hines for 3 from the right wing. Off back iron, rebound to Alyssa Miller. Miller in traffic, has it turned over by Sherwood, and then Sherwood enters the backcourt and then throws it right back to the Yellow Jackets. Miller with it. Out top, sends it right wing to Bass. Bass hands off to Wilkerson, thought about a 3, now tries to drive inside, and she draws the foul against one of the Thunder players, and it's going to go against Hines. That's Hines' fourth foul. And that's the third on the Thunder. 5:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're even at 50. Wilkerson to inbound. Does so to Wrestler along the baseline. Rattles in the 12-footer to put the Yellow Jackets back in front. 52-50. Horton running point, sends it out top to Sherwood. Sherwood hands off to Hudson. Hudson in the lane, kicks it to Hines. Hines on the right wing now after dribbling out of the corner. Trying to drive, gets in the lane, and a foul will be called against the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, and it will be against Alyssa Miller. Hines will go to the line to shoot 2. On the year, she's 4 of 7 at the charity stripe, 57.1%. Horton comes out. Wagner comes back in for the Thunder. Hines' first free throw attempt will roll in off back iron. Yellow Jacket lead down to 1. Hines puts it on the deck once. Aims, fires, and hits. We're even at 52 with 4:52 to play in the fourth. Tate comes back for the Thunder to replace Hines. Wilkerson will run point after catching the inbound pass from Kaylee Wrestler. Wilkerson dribbles off right side, throws it away, looking for Miller, and it's taken right away by Hudson. Yellow Jackets coming up empty on back-to-back possessions, trying with a chance to take the lead. Sherwood out top, nearly throws it away, but Tate with the good hands gets it back, drives into the lane, out to Capuch for 3 from the right wing, off the mark, rebound, one-handed by Bella Valent. She outlets it far side to Miller. Miller hands the Wrestler, back to Valent on the left wing for 3, off back iron, rebound tipped around and controlled by Capuch. She'll hand off to Wagner. Wagner sends it left side to Hudson for 3, off front iron, rebound pulled down by Capuch, too high off the glass, rebound tipped out of bounds, off of the Thunder. It's good, will be Yellow Jackets possession. Emily Irwin returns for the Yellow Jackets. She will spell Taylor Bass. Miller to Irwin on the left wing. Irwin thought about a 3, now dribbles inside, dishes it to Valent at the last second. Valent up off the window, no good. The foul is called against the Thunder. Maddie Everett comes back for the Yellow Jackets to spell Alyssa Miller. The foul goes against Sherwood. That's her first. That's the 4th on the Thunder in the quarter. Valent at the line for 2. Front end is up, and it is good for the Yellow Jackets senior out of Perrysburg. Second attempt on the way, and it rolls in for the Yellow Jackets. 54-52, BW in front. Wagner dribbles off left wing, out front to Sherwood. Sherwood looking for Wagner, now has to send it right wing to Tate. Gives Tate a screen. Tate dishes it last second to Sherwood, and she goes up for the layup and gets it to go. Irwin into the front court. Sends it past left wing to Wilkerson. Wilkerson out front to Everett. Everett into the high post it goes to Wrestler. Wrestler working against Wagner. Wrestler is tied up, and that's going to be a jump ball that favors the Thunder. Hines and Roundhouse come back to replace Horton and Hudson, and Capuch. 3:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. We're even at 54. The Thunder with the basketball and a chance to go in front. Wagner off left side, out front to Sherwood. Sherwood backdoors a pass to Roundhouse. Roundhouse working against Wilkerson. Spins to her left, goes up off the window and in. 56-54, Thunder in front. Irwin into the front court, off left side, gets a screen from Wrestler, gets back out top. Now gets to the right side, off to Everett on the right wing. Everett out top to Wilkerson. Wilkerson on a dribble drive, tries to dish it to Valent. It's stolen away by the Thunder. Sherwood comes up with the basketball. Wagner Dribbles to the right of the lane. Trying to drive baseline against Wilkerson. Backs it out. Off to Sherwood for three from the right wing. No good. Wrestler had the rebound knocked out of her hands by Hines. It's out of bounds off of the Thunder. Kayla Jones will check in. Ava Wilkerson will check out for the Yellow Jackets. And a timeout on the floor. It's a 30 by the Thunder. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Trasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue, the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893, Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. Jones, Ebert, Valent, Wrestler, Irwin on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Wagner, Tate, Hines, Roundhouse, and Sherwood on the floor for the Thunder. That's their starting five. Valent catches the ball on the right side. Outlets it out top to Wrestler. 56-54 is our score as we approach 2 minutes left in the fourth. Irwin tried to throw it into Valent, and it was kicked by one of the Thunder players. The Yellow Jackets will retain possession with 2:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Yellow Jackets having a string of empty possessions as of late. They need points here. And Irwin will inbound it for them to Kayla Jones in the left corner. Out front it goes to Ebert. Maddie Ebert sends it over to Wrestler on the left wing. Wrestler crosses up Hines, dishes it to Valent in the lane. One dribble off the glass and in for Bella Valent. We're even at 56. Wagner with it, off on the right side of the floor. Sends it out top to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it on the deck twice with the left hand, then gives it to Hines on the left side. Into Sherwood, working against Valent. Sherwood spins to her left, up off the window, and in is the fall-away jumper. 90 seconds left in regulation. The Thunder lead at 58-56 over the Yellow Jackets. Irwin with it out top. Sends it over to Jones on the right wing. Jones over to Irwin on the left side of the floor. Back to Jones on the right side. 10 on the shot clock. Jones on the dribble drive. Out top to Ebert. It gets reversed left wing to Irwin. 5 on the shot clock. Irwin with it. Into the lane. Throws up a runner. Up off the back of the rim. No good. Valent there for the board. Out top to Wrestler for three. Off the back iron. And Ebert gets clobbered going for the rebound and draws the foul. Foul is called against Sydney Wagner. That's her second. That's the fifth on the Thunder in the quarter. The shot clock horn sounded and never let up for about 5 seconds. The Yellow Jackets played through what could have been 2 resets. Maddie Ebert will go to the line for 2. And these will be her first 2 attempts of the season, as this is the first game that she has seen action in. Everett puts it on the deck a couple times, raises up and rattles it in for the Yellow Jackets. Everett with a chance to tie with 51.1 seconds left in the fourth quarter. She'll give the ball a spin, put it on the deck twice, raise up and hit. We're even at 58, and a timeout is called by Sherry Hare of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. It's a full timeout. We will keep it here. And remind you once more that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Trasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Everett, Ressler, Valent, Miller, and Irwin. The Thunder will counter with Sherwood, Hines, Roundhouse, Wagner, and Tate. Tate will inbound for the for the Thunder. Wagner with it out top to Sherwood. Sherwood looking to get it back to her. Cannot, as Ebert over pursues defensively. It's thrown off of Irwin out of bounds by Sierra Hines. Great court awareness right there by Hines to realize that she was falling out of bounds, and the only hope she had was to throw it off of Emily Irwin. Wagner to trigger the inbound pass on the near sideline to Hines. Hines working against Irwin, gets around a screen out top to Sherwood. Sherwood against Valent, drives into the lane, scoop shot with the left hand, up off the window, no good! Rebound, battle for it, controlled by Emily Irwin. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. The shot clock is off. 20 seconds left in regulation. Irwin with the basketball near the center circle. 13 seconds left. Now 10. Irwin hands off to Ressler. Ressler with 5 seconds left. Working against Hines. Gets it stripped. It's to Irwin. She'll hoist from deep. And she's off the mark. We're headed to overtime. Irwin had a long look at it, but it was still a pretty good look, uncontested, but came up short, and we're headed to extra play. So 5 minutes go up on the clock for the first overtime. This will be the Yellow Jackets' first foray in overtime this season. Same goes for the Thunder. Both of these teams can be called second half teams, if you will, as they hold scoring advantages in both the third and fourth quarters. Tonight, whoever holds the advantage in the extra session will get the W. The Yellow Jackets had a 30-27 lead at the break. The Thunder outscore them 31-28 in the second half to even things up. Irwin, Miller, Valent, Ressler, Ebert on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for the Thunder, Sherwood, Tate, Hines, Roundhouse, and Wagner. And it'll be Miller against Sherwood taking the tip. Miller tips it back, and it's controlled by Maddie Everett of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Everett into the front court to Irwin. Irwin off left side, sends it into the corner to Miller. Miller drives in the lane, scoop shot up, and she's going to be whistled for a travel. She got bumped off her spot, but the official said that she shuffled her feet, and that's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Out front it goes from Wagner to Sherwood. Now back left wing to Roundhouse. Roundhouse gets around a screen, then throws it away as it's deflected by Valent. Ebert comes up with the steal, outlets it to Miller, to Wrestler. Wrestler had to turn and catch it into the front court to Miller. Yellow Jackets going to settle things down. A little erratic play on both ends, but BW gets the steal and now settles into their offense with Wrestler on the right side of the lane. Out front to Ebert, over to Irwin. Fights through a Wagner steal attempt. Out front to Ebert, thought about a three on a drive. Scoop shot in the lane, no good. Ebert hustles after and will get her own rebound. Deflected out of bounds by the Thunder. Irwin will inbound with 20 on the shot clock for the Yellow Jackets. 57 seconds gone in the overtime. We've yet to see a point scored. Irwin underneath her own hoop, lobs it in to Kaylee Wrestler. Wrestler on the drive, gets it poked away, then scoops it over to a Miller. Miller thought about a three, now drives into the lane and draws a foul against Jada Roundhouse. Alyssa Miller checked up on the brakes. Roundhouse couldn't do the same. Flew over top of Miller and knocked her off her spot to commit the foul. Miller's first attempt on the way, and it's good. She came in 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 57.1%. Second attempt on the way, good as well. The Yellow Jackets in front, 60-58. Tate with it between the circles, sends a pass to Hines on the left wing. Out front to Sherwood, she'll reverse it to Roundhouse on the right wing. Looking for Wagner. Wagner working against Ebert. On the right wing, gets around a screen from Sherwood. Gets to the free throw line, pulls up from 15, misses everything except the backboard. It's rebounded by Sherwood. Her turnaround jumper no good, rebounded by Valent. Valent outlets it far side to Irwin. Irwin stepped back, thought about a three, now gave it off to Valent. Valent on the left wing thought about a three, but then passed it back to Irwin. Irwin working to the right of the lane, throws it up off the window, no good. Wrestler there for the putback, and she gets it to fall. 62-58, Baldwin Wallace in front. 3:05 left to go in overtime number 1. Sherwood between the circles, sends it to Wagner. It's stolen away by Ebert. Ebert drives to the hoop, goes up off the window, count it. She'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled by Sydney Wagner. Wagner hit with her third foul. Both teams are in the bonus. And a timeout called for by the Trine University Thunder. It is a full timeout. And while we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game on BWYellowJackets.com. 64-58 is our score. Yellow Jackets in front of the Thunder with 2:56 left to go in overtime number 1. Maddie Ebert will toe the free throw line for a chance to complete the and one. Ebert joined on the floor by Wrestler, Valent, Irwin, and Miller. Ebert, the lone non-starter on the floor. She's more than earned her playing time in crunch time for the Yellow Jackets. The free throw on the way, and it will rattle in for the Yellow Jackets. 65-58, their largest lead of the game. Wagner, Tate, Hines, Sherwood, and Roundhouse on the floor for the Thunder. Wagner with the ball over to Hines on the right wing. She'll step into a three from the right wing and knock it down for the Thunder. That's their first points of the extra session. And that'll cut the Yellow Jacket lead down to 4. Irwin between the circles. Sends it past left wing to Ebert. Ebert on a dribble drive, has it shut off. Off to Wrestler for 3. Got it for Baldwin Wallace. 68-61. BW in front. 2:22 to play in the overtime. Wagner working against Ebert. Ebert tight defense. Doesn't allow Wagner much of anything on the drive and forces the pass off to Tate on the left wing. Tate working against Wrestler. Out top she goes. Now to the free throw line. Skips it over to Roundhouse on the right wing, working against Miller on a drive. Goes up and draws the foul against Alyssa Miller. She'll get 2 coming from the line with 1:59 left to go in the overtime session. Roundhouse's first attempt is on the way, and it is good. Junior out of Fremont, Indiana. With some big points here. She could complete the pair and cut into the lead without taking time off the clock. Second attempt on the way, and it rolls in. 68-63 is our score. Yellow Jackets in front of the Trine Thunder. Irwin into the front court, working against Wagner pretty much the whole way. Shakes loose from Wagner momentarily, then crosses her up, sends a pass right wing to Miller. Miller tries to drive baseline, dishes it to Valent. Valent with the power dribble, spins to her right, goes up off the window and in. 70-63, Baldwin Wallace in front. 96 seconds left to go in the extra session. Wagner around a screen from Sherwood, up off the window, no good. Wrestler there for the board. She one-hands a pass up the floor to Ebert, left it too strong. Good idea, as Ebert was wide open, just a little bit too strong on the pass. And on the way back, Ebert sees Wrestler, and Wrestler taps her jersey and said, hey, that was my bad. I was trying to hit you in stride, and I missed. 30-second timeout by the Thunder. 1:24 left in overtime. It's Baldwin Wallace 70, Trine 63. Matchup of top 25 teams has been tightly contested the whole way. And the Yellow Jackets looking to finish things with a victory here. 1:24 to go in the first overtime. BW 70, Trine 63 on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Everett, Irwin, Wrestler, Valent, and Miller. 4/5 of their starting 5 on the floor for the Thunder. Tate, Wagner, Hines, Sherwood, and Roundhouse. Tate to inbound to Wagner. She'll roll it up the floor. It's the starting 5 for the Thunder. Wagner picks it up in the backcourt, hustles across the timeline. Hands off to Roundhouse, sends it back to Wagner on the right wing. Wagner, left wing pass. It's stolen away from Hines by Emily Irwin. Irwin uncontested all the way to the rack and in with the right-handed layup. 72-63. Yellow Jackets' largest lead of the night at 9 with 1 minute to play in the overtime. Wagner on the left wing. Dribbles back out top. Spots herself for a 3. Left it short. It sails out of bounds. And it'll go over to the Yellow Jackets. Irwin catches the inbound pass from Wrestler. Wrestler signals for everybody to spread out. The Yellow Jackets going with a 4 corners look as Irwin sends it to Wrestler on the near sideline. Wrestler checked by Tate. Sees that the official started his 5 count, then backs her down. Pulls back out. 8 on the shot clock. Wrestler drives to the left of the lane. Dishes it to Valent. Valent up off the window. No good. Rebound to Miller. And Miller will send it out to Wrestler. 1 second differential for the Yellow Jackets. They don't, or rather now the shot clock is off. 8 seconds left to go. Wrestler will dribble it out. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and the Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace get a win over another top 25 team as they upset the number 18 team in the country, the Trine University Thunder, by a 72-63 count in overtime. The 24th ranked Yellow Jackets improve to 3-1 on the season and protect home court. They are now 2-0 at Ursprung Gymnasium on the year. The Thunder fall to 3-1 and 1-1 away from home. The Thunder will next be in action on Saturday when they host the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, another Ohio Athletic Conference team, in non-conference action in Angola, Indiana, the home of Trine University. The Yellow Jackets will next be in action on Tuesday of Thanksgiving week when they travel to Pittsburgh to play La Roche in a 6 p.m. tip-off. Taking a look at some final statistics for you before we get on out for the evening. The team statistics: Baldwin Wallace 26 of 58 from the field, 44.8%, 4 of 19 from three-point range, 21.1%, and 16 of 19 at the free throw line, 84.2%. The Thunder 23 of 60 from the field, 38.3%, 3 of 14 from three-point range, 21.4%, and 14 of 18 at the free throw line, 77.8%. Baldwin Wallace dominant on the glass, 46-20 overall, 19-10 on the offensive glass, and 27-10 on the defensive glass. 16 lead changes, 14 ties in the game. The Thunder with the advantage for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. The Yellow Jackets with the advantage for 24 minutes and 41 seconds. BW led for 54.9% of the game. The Yellow Jackets with 14 assists to just 8 for the Thunder. BW turned it over twice as many times as Trine, 20-10, but still found a way to get the victory tonight. The bench for the Yellow Jackets outscored Trine 16-15. Blocks were even at 1. Fast break points favored the Yellow Jackets 9-8. Steals favored the Thunder 11-6. Points in the paint, BW won it 40-38. And second chance opportunities, BW dominant 23-19. Individually for the Thunder, leading the way in scoring with 12 points apiece, it was Wagner and Sherwood. Then Roundhouse finished with 11. Tate and Capuch had 8. Hines had 5. Hudson, Willems, Cole each had 2. And Horton had 1, the leading rebounder for the Thunder. There were 2 with 4, and that were Wagner and Sherwood. Leading the way for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets with 20 points, it was Kaylee Ressler. Bella Valent added 19. Emily Irwin had 13. Maddie Ebert off the bench with 7. Taylor Bass had 5. Alyssa Miller had 4. Brooke Thompson with 3. And Kayla Jones with 1. Leading the way on the glass for the Yellow Jackets, it was Bella Valent finishing off a double-double along with those 19 points. She had 12 rebounds, 7 offensive, 5 defensive. Alyssa Miller had 8. Kaylee Ressler with 6. Maddie Ebert with 5. Brooke Thompson with 3. Casey Vadalak and Emily Irwin with 2 each. Kayla Jones and Taylor Bass with 1 each. The leading playmakers for the Yellow Jackets with 3 assists each, Brooke Thompson and Maddie Ebert. Once again, the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, the number 24 ranked team in the country, get the 72-63 victory in overtime over the 18th ranked Trine University Thunder. Both teams now sit at 3-1 on the year. The Yellow Jackets improve to 2-0 at home. The Thunder fall to 1-1 away from home. The Yellow Jackets will once again next be in action on Tuesday evening at La Roche in Pittsburgh with a 6 p.m. tip-off. Then they'll play at Ohio Northern on Wednesday, December 4th at 7 p.m. The next time the Yellow Jackets will be in front of the home fans, it'll be Saturday, December 7th, a 1 p.m. tip-off against Ohio Athletic Conference foe, the Otterbein University Cardinals. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, I'm Matt Florjancic saying have a great night, everybody, and go Jackets. BW 72-63 winners over the Trine University Thunder in this battle of top 25 teams.